Hey guys, just your average Joe here. Thank you for stopping by the channel. I wanted to do a quick video. I mean, whether it remains quick, I have no idea. I'm going to go at the length at which I think suffices and which I at least think I get my message across. I had a few posts on my Instagram accounts that I was trying to either alert people or warn people of a couple of incidents that happened to me personally, and I figured let me come on and use my YouTube platform to maybe even reach a bigger audience. I did a couple of videos in the past where I compared certain streaming services, and that got a lot of engagement. So I'm hoping this also gets a lot of engagement because I feel like it's a very important message. So we are all aware of scams that are all over the place, whether they're robocalls, emails, text messages from random numbers trying to get you to click a link. But even obviously social media has scams as well. And for the most part, they're very identifiable, and you can most people won't fall for them. There are people, whether they're older or just people that don't have common sense, might fall prey to them. But I almost fell prey to one a few days ago. And the reason why I did, not because I don't have a common sense or I didn't have any reserve or reluctancy, it was simply because it had a factor um, to which made it a little bit more believable. And I'm going to go over what I mean in a second. So basically, on my Instagram account, as always, as everybody does, you have your followers and you have people that follow you. I mean, people that you follow. I follow an Instagram account that I know. It's a friend of mine. It's a friend. It's a girl that is a friend of an ex girlfriend from like 20 years ago. So I know this girl that long, and I started following her, and she started following me a few years ago. We found each other on Instagram. Um, so anyway, a few days ago, I noticed she posted on her account a screenshot of a Cash App balance, and in the captions, with the comments disabled. But in her captions, it said, she invested $1,000, and in just 3 short hours, she gained 10,000. And then she messaged me, and I answered her. I said, "Hey, is this real? What's up?" And she's like, and the conversation was believable. Again, I'm talking to a girl I know. So, I call my brother and I'm like, listen, I don't know. I'm a little I this sounds too good to be true. Give me one second. Come here, Annie. Annie wants to say hello, guys. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's my dog Anakin. I'm sorry, guys. He gets a little anxious when I don't pay attention to him. I don't pay attention to my dog enough. So yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know. It sounds too good to be true. I was thinking, so the first thing I thought of was pyramid scam. You get a bunch of people, or you get enough people to invest money. The money you get aren't returns of on an investment. It's basically other people's money for investing it. So you get 20 people. I'm sure people know how a pyramid scam works, but if you get 20 people to invest $1,000, you can pay out somebody. You can pay out a bunch of people. The last man standing usually loses. But um, that I don't know if that was the case, or maybe she was being scammed. I have no idea. So she tagged an account on her post. And then in the direct message to me, she also said the same thing. She's like, "Listen, reach out to this person. They'll let you know what to do." But being very vague about it. And again, hindsight, I didn't think anything of it. Looking back, I should have seen it right there, but I didn't think anything of the conversation between me and my friend. So I reached out to this person on Instagram, direct messages, and I said, "Hey, look, my friend just referred me or whatever, and yada yada yada." I wanted to know a little bit more about what the situation was and how to do it. I wanted more details. So this person broke it down in fairly bad English, and at the very end of the conversation, and this is where I blocked this account, they wanted to take the message. They couldn't tell me right there and then on that platform on Instagram. They wanted to take the message to WhatsApp. When as soon as I heard WhatsApp, I said, "Okay, that we're done." I messaged my friend back. Actually, no, she messaged my friend back. I mean, she messaged me back saying, "Hey, what happened? So and so said you blocked them." And I took a minute because I didn't want to. Again, I knew it was a scam, but there was something that was holding me back, and it was like, all right, maybe she knows her. I don't know. So I didn't answer her back right away. So then I was like, you know what? What if she's in trouble? Or what if she just got scammed and she doesn't know it? So I messaged her back and I said, hey, listen, I think you were scammed. And then, she puts a question mark. Um, and then I'm like, yeah, look, the conversation between me and this person that you directed me to just seemed off. It seemed amiss. And then her reply was, well, if I scammed, how come I get $500 from your Cash App? And I'm like, holy shit. So that wasn't my friend. They basically hacked her Instagram account, an account that I was following, and she was following me for years. And unless there was a long play, which I doubt, they basically hacked her account. And then obviously I know people that are close to her that have reached out to her, and that is in fact what happened. It was her account was hacked. So that's that. Just yesterday now. This was a few days ago. Now, just yesterday, I'm a Giants fan. I know you can't really tell because well, maybe you can because I have a number one Giants fan license plate behind me, but I'm wearing a Detroit Lions hat, so I just didn't want to confuse anybody. So I am a Giants fan, and I follow a bunch of New York Giants Instagram accounts on Instagram. So I noticed one of the accounts I follow, not a big account, I think it's only got like a couple hundred followers, posted something similar. Same context, deactivated the comment section so you couldn't comment on that post, but bragged about a certain Bitcoin investment that only took a few hours to whatever. So I messaged the person, and I knew what I was dealing with already, but I messaged the person. And keep in mind, I follow this person. They don't follow me back. I don't know him at all. The only reason why I know it's him is because on the name on the account is Russell. And I'm like, yo, Russell, you okay? He goes, yes, this is for real. And he starts messaging me. I'm like, yo, bro, are you sure? You and I go way back and I trust you. And we know each other a long time, whatever. You sure? And he goes, yo, man, trust me, or something like that. So I was like, all right, first of all, you I don't even know you. You don't follow me. And so I mean, I already knew it was whatever. So the reason I'm coming on here is to warn you guys, because whether it's an account that doesn't follow you back or just a random account that you follow because you're a fan of a team or a fan of a movie or something like that, but now knowing that it could be somebody that, has had an Instagram account for years that personally, if you see anybody taking a screenshot, flaunting a Cash App balance, which I doubt anybody really would do, not many people want to flaunt that, but whatever. I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm not saying people don't make wise investments or good investments with money. Hey, if people want to share certain tips or secrets, that's fine. Um, but when you see something like that, whether it's Cash App or any kind of like Bitcoin mining and stuff like that, first of all, Bitcoin is way down. I think it was down like 4% yesterday. So that was another thing I was thinking. I was like, all right, there's no way this guy made 10 grand. The Bitcoin is down. But if you see something like that and you have the person's number, like if you know them, first of all, ignore it, especially if they message you. Do not even entertain the idea, but contact your friend because they were hacked. But just know that, because that is now and again, I know there are thousands of scam artists. Again, whether it's robocalls or emails and text, whatever. But this new scam that I've come across, I'm not saying it's new to the game. I'm sure it's been around. The fact that they're hacking people, I mean, I'm worried, and the other reason why I'm doing this is, if you guys know me, if you follow me on Instagram, whether you're just following me because you like the content, or if you've known me for personally, if I ever post anything like that, whether in my story or especially on my account itself, know that that is not me, especially if I contact you. Um, and it's fair warning for you and anybody else that you may follow or may follow you. Let them know. And I think it's really worrisome. Who knows whose account can get hacked at any given moment? I don't even know how they do it, how they choose it. I also noticed that this person that hacked the Giants account literally went back to like several. Oh, I didn't know. I didn't really go that far back, but I did go far back as maybe like the 7 or 8 most recent posts, and they're tagging like these weird hashtags like gains and all these just all these weird tags that are actually being flagged by Instagram at the moment. So at least I'm hoping Instagram is starting to pick up on this scam. But it sucks. Look, the reason why I say that too is like if you have like my personal account, right, has like over 2,000 photos, and I have a close knit. It's a private account. It's a very close knit followers. Like it's literally at 100 or 100. So I like to keep it small. But if I was to lose that account with all those photos, that date back from all the way like almost 10 years ago, it would suck. It would suck to have to redo that, and it would suck to lose all that. So that's another thing that you'd have to be wary about. But again, this was just a quick PSA. I just wanted everybody to know what I've encountered just within the last week, and it's something that is definitely going around. And the fact that it happened on a personal level, and then also happened on a random account that I follow just because it's a team I love, it's real. It's very real. So just well, I mean, the scam is real, not the context. That's not real. So just be very mindful. Again, I know most of you are probably have common sense, probably wouldn't fall prey to that anyway, but there are like certain mitigating factors that could change your trust level. And why I say that is the only reason why I even entertained the first scam was because it was coming from an account that I knew. So that was the only reason why there was even hey, what if it's real? When I saw the Giants thing, well, also, I mean, by the time I saw the Giants one, I already, from experience with the other one just a few days before, that was another reason why I was like, all right, I know what this is. But I mean, look, anytime anybody's telling you that if you invest a certain amount of money, that was the other thing. So it was like a structure. It was like, all right, you bet it, you not bet. Well, pretty much betting. You're betting. You invest 1,000, you'll get 10. You invest what do you call it, 2,000, you'll get 21,000. Like how it's structured, that's just not how investments work. They work based on, the fluctuation of the market. So how the hell can anybody guarantee? I keep saying bet. I invest $1,000. How are you going to guarantee in 3 hours I'm going to get 10,000 back? That's just impossible. I'm sorry. Um, so I just wanted to come on and tell you that, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this stream. Hopefully it's informative. Hopefully it's really coming across as the warning it should be, and you guys are very mindful, and just be on the lookout because it could be in another form. This is only the form that I've encountered in the last few days. These guys are getting very creative. They've been creative for years. They're trying to get you, to do whatever. I got a phone call the other day. Actually, no, I got the phone call yesterday saying that somebody's trying to use my Amazon account to purchase $1,000 iPhone. Press 1 to confirm, press 2 to whatever. And then you get this. I pressed 2 just because I was trying to, stupidly. I want to, I like to fuck around with people. And who knows if they got my data just based on doing that, but whatever. So I get a guy and he's like, "Oh, are you near a computer?" I was like, yes, I'm buying a computer. I just got home. Hold on a second. So I pretend to boot my computer on. And he's like, "Okay, go to Google." I was like, "Oh, I have Chrome. Is that okay?" He's like, "It's the same thing, man." I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was playing dumb." So I pretend I'm on Google, and he starts telling me uh, a website to go. He's like www dot I is in India. I was like, okay, there you go. That's one red flag of 1,000. M is in Mary, F is in Frank, and then that's where I stopped him. I said, F is in Frank. I mean, you don't mean F is in fuck you? And he goes, "Oh, you think you're very funny." And then like he starts like, whatever, and then he hangs up on me. So yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy how creative, but it's like everyday robocalls, but and those you could decipher. Those are the ones you can pretty much tell right away that they're trying to scam you. For the most part, like I said, there are people that whether you're older or just don't have common sense, you might fall prey to it, but there are the ones that are getting creative. And that's why I came on here to let you guys know that they're literally now hijacking Instagram accounts that you either may know personally or you may just be following because you're a fan of something, and they're trying to get you to do something that you may not want to do with your money. So, all right, guys, enjoy your day. Enjoy the upcoming weekend. Hopefully, you guys can give me a follow or a sub on here. I would appreciate it. I do streams like this for the most part. I do streams talking about Marvel shows, movies, DC shows and movies, and of course Star Wars shows and movies. I mean, I'm pretty sure, even though it's blurry, you can tell in the background. I am somewhat of a geek and nerd. I do enjoy Star Wars and stuff like that, but I pop culture or whatever. But I do also enjoy doing these streams that are informative, and I really do hope I get this warning across. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you all very soon.